Test. We want to let folks know we are approximately 5 minutes from beginning the procession of the graduates. Please find your seats. We're approximately 5 minutes from beginning the procession of the graduates. We are approximately 5 minutes from beginning the processional. Please take your seats. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain standing. We won't do this for very long, but at this time, I'm honored, distinguished to call members of the class of 2024 who will be serving our country in the armed services. This time to come to the stage to lead us in the pledge of the flag, Nathaniel Casterline, who will be serving with the Army, Jake Gay, who will be serving with the United States Air Force, Jackson Lane, serving in the United States Air Force, and Wyatt Westmoreland, serving with the U.S. Army. However, we have a special surprise. They certainly deserve your recognition, but at this time, it's my pleasure to welcome back to the stage class of 2023 graduate Jesse Lane. Jesse, welcome. Jesse has joined a number of Homer alumni who have served in distinction our country. We're going to work on shutting the stream that delivered us music. That's why we're hearing the repeat right now. Right, just like I said. How's that? I think we've got it, Mr. Silva. Cool. You're in my thank yous. Thank you. Nope. It's been that kind of week. I didn't hear myself say that. Does that mean we've got it? I think we've got it while you're all standing there, which I didn't say was going to take very long. Karen, go to the midship bleacher, unplug the jack. There's 2 ways to get to that.
4 times the charm, right?
I think so. Not yet, though. We're going to try this. The gentlemen are going to come forward and say the pledge to the flag in just a second. Jesse is serving the Norfolk Naval Air Station as a cryptologic technician, and he's assigned to the destroyer USS Laboon. His brother didn't know he would be here today. We're honored to have him joining us because he is standing by for imminent deployment to join the fleet in the Middle East. At this time, gentlemen, if you would please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Hand over heart.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And again, best wishes and stay safe. Good luck in your deployment. See you. You can return to your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I'm only hearing myself in my head now. I think we've corrected the sound. So again, welcome to Homer Central High School's 2024 commencement. As we are indoors, I will quickly point out the fire exits. They are in the rear of the gymnasium. There are exits also in the front of the gymnasium, and there are exits on the north side of the gymnasium. If there is an alarm, we will exit in an orderly fashion. This is the 78th anniversary of the Central School and the 204th anniversary of the Homer Academy and High School. On with us today to the right, Mr. Tom Turk, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Aaron Bowens, President of the Board of Education, Mr. Eddie Maslin, Board of Education Vice President, Mrs. Amy Kita, Mr. John Lawrence, Mrs. Emily Olsenwick, Mr. Luke Moranis. Not with us today, but certainly always behind us, Ms. Megan Gilbert, Mr. Casey Slade, and Ms. Jessica White, rounding out our Board of Education. A round of applause for those folks who make good things happen for our students. I'd also like to welcome our commencement speaker, Mr. Hal Fuller. Mr. Fuller, after a distinguished career, will likely give his final commencement address in this gymnasium. He's always worth a good story. I'd also like to recognize students who will be speaking during today's ceremony. Our valedictorian, Alyssa Swayze. Salutatorian, Nina Cerveca. Class President, Kaylee Stone. Vice President, Sophia Weinberg. Secretary, Lily Sorensen. Treasurer, Caitlin McCloy. And Historian, Alexandria Kellaway. Certainly they deserve some applause as they guided the class this past year. I'd like to ask you to hold your applause for a second. We started the week in this room celebrating seniors with Senior Night and Awards, and we're finishing here today. There's a lot of things that had to happen in the middle. Thank you to Senior Class Advisor, Ms. Kristen Wakula, to our Assistant Superintendent for Instruction, Mr. Jeff Evner, Assistant Superintendent for Management, Mr. Michael Falls, Director of Athletics, Todd Lisi, our Vice Principal joining us today, Jim McGorry, welcome to the gymnasium, Mr. McGrory. We're glad to see you. I know the students are as well. Thank you to Mrs. Karen Lang. Karen has been serving as acting vice principal while Mr. McGrory's been out. Our maintenance staff, who are the unsung heroes, starting early to plow snow, staying late to clean up. Thank you to Mr. Scott Cavalier and to our day custodian, magical person, Justin Horner. It would seem odd that we would have music here without a band. The band is in the auditorium, so a couple of folks have worked hard to make that happen. Thank you, Mr. David DeGennaro, Ms. Kara McLaughlin, for leading our student musicians. Thank you to Zach Sovokol, who was here at 6 this morning, making sure that we could make that connection that kept me hearing myself. Thank you, Zach. I'd also like to thank Kevin Weinheimer. We have our typical stream that we've set up outside. We have that here with us today, so there is a camera sitting up behind the graduates in the middle. I apologize for that, but that's taking us live around the world and to our friends and family who can't be here today. Mr. Weinheimer, when we begin to award diplomas, you'll see him move to the front row here, and you'll see our students shift a little bit for that. We have been fortunate over the last several years to be able to catch several hundred photos of students throughout the graduation and as they receive diplomas. Certainly feel free to try to take a picture where you're at, but we're going to ask that you not make a rush to the stage to try and get those pictures. Kevin's going to work to do that. We'll have those out on Facebook typically before the day is out and certainly before the end of the weekend. I would be remiss if I didn't thank the people who are here making all the things that happen that you don't see happen in my office personally. So I'd like to thank Tammy Reed, Jessica Forbes, and Kate Kerr, who have been here with every last detail, making sure that everyone who needed a seat for their special person had that. Thank you, ladies, for all you do every day to make Homer High School the special place it is. And now your applause for those wonderful people. That's the best we can do, because I can't have the echo in here. No, wait until he tells you to. Sorry, more on that echo. We started this week sharing memories and looking back on the class of 2024 family, but today we look forward. You started your high school careers in a challenging time, and you end with different challenges, but a world that's still full of complications. The times we've lived through in these last few years may not have been easy, but they certainly have made you stronger. And from this, you'll have a degree of perseverance and determination as you graduate that I'm fairly certain no other class has likely ever had. Within this graduating class, we have a college graduate, Division I athletes, and a nationally recognized archer who's not here with us today because he's competing on the national stage. There's so much that each one of these individuals have done in these last 4 years. Graduates will be headed off to college, into service for our country, and off to work. Regardless of your road ahead, you leave prepared, tested, and determined. And I have no doubts that this Homer class of 2024 will make an impact on the world, making their place in it better, just as they've made it here at Homer High School these last 4 years. I need to take a moment to thank you, the families, community members, staff, who've guided these young adults to this day. Thank you for being here with us to celebrate the occasion. It's been an absolute honor and a pleasure to see this class and to get to know you in different ways. It's amazing to join you on graduation day, having watched you grow up and into the amazing people you are. And I'll remind you, as I always do, no matter where you may go, where your path may take you, you'll always be welcome back home in Homer. This time, it's my pleasure to introduce the senior class president, who will be welcoming and beginning commencement, Kaylee Stone.
Thank you, Mr. Van Etten. Hello, family, friends, and faculty. My name is Kaylee Stone, and I've been lucky enough to serve as class president for the past 3 years. It is a great honor to be here today and stand in front of all of you. First and foremost, I would like to thank administrators, the Board of Education, and especially our teachers. Without all of your hard work, dedication, and belief in us, we would have never have made it to this day. Now, to the class of 2024. We have spent 13 years, around 156 months, 4,784 days, getting to this point. We've had the same routines for 180 days every single year. The same desks, same halls, same bells, and the same people. This has been our normal in our lives for as long as most of us can remember. We started in kindergarten, meeting our friends, learning the alphabet, playing on the playground. We even got to visit the Weddell farm to see all the farm animals. Then, we had our musical debuts in the play Cats and Dogs in 2nd grade. Then we had the intermediate school field days, where all we cared about was eating popsicles, playing games, or going down the water slide. Fast forward to 7th grade, when Open Denim and Tick Boys came about, and we played Capture the Flag almost every single day. And then our lives got flipped upside down when we left school during our 8th grade year because of COVID, all saying, "See you in 2 weeks." Yeah, well, we see how that turned out. We lost out on our freshman year of high school, a time we will never get back. Some of us might not even remember our freshman year, as most of us like to sleep during our Google meetings. However, the past 3 years has given us the opportunity to truly live a high school experience. We went to our first homecoming, our first semi, cotillion, casino night, and prom. We got to participate in JV and varsity sports. We got to participate in band, choir, and many more activities. And even though we have reached the end of this chapter, we have all of these memories to look back on and be able to relive some of the best times of our lives. Not only did we get to create memories that will last a lifetime, we have been shaped into the people we are today, whether we like it or not. These hundreds of days and hours we have spent in high school has given us more than just an education. I mean, I don't know if I can remember how to solve a quadratic equation or anything about the Roman Empire, but it has given us friendships, hardships, relationships, laughter, tears, and above all, has shaped us into the best people we could be. No matter who you are, you have evolved into a different, better person than when you walked through those doors during freshman year. Today is the day we have all looked forward to. Today is the day we say goodbye to this chapter of our lives. But today is also the day we get to say we made it through high school and we can celebrate and look forward to the many new great adventures that lie ahead of us. I know some of us are not ready to let go of our favorite teachers and educators that have helped us shape us into the great people we are today. But I'm here to tell you that it's okay to let go and to move forward, whether you know what your future looks like or not. You will find your place in this world even if you don't take the path that you think you will. High school was nothing less than challenging, and I believe that all of us, one time or another, felt like we couldn't do it. But here we are today, in our caps and gowns, patiently waiting to hear our names get called to get our diplomas. We have made it, class of 2024. We have reached the end of this amazing chapter, but this new chapter is just the beginning of our lives. Now, there is one piece of advice I want to leave you all here with today. I know most of us always wanted to grow up faster, be the big kids, be a senior, play on varsity, but if there is one thing I have learned from high school, it is to slow down and live in the moment. Take the advice from the one and all Billy Joel. Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time. Embark on your new journey. Enjoy every moment of it. Before I end, I wanted to take a moment to remember and honor a classmate of ours who passed away to cancer this year, James Griffin. Even though I might have not known James very well, what I have heard is that he never stopped fighting. He was kind and passionate about what he did. I hope that every single one of us can take the characteristics that James exemplified and use it in our everyday lives for the rest of our lives. Be the absolute best person that you can be. Now, class of 2024, we did it. I'm beyond proud of all of us and everything that we have accomplished, but I also wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Go out there and make your dreams happen. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Kaylee. Great job leading this fine class. This time, the salutatory address will be given by Nina Sareka. Welcome, Nina, to the stage.
Thank you, Mr. Van Etten. So I'm happy to speak to you all today as salutatorian. And in all honesty, it's very hard to summarize the entire high school experience of 120 people. Yet, as I stand before you today, there is one thing that continuously keeps coming to mind, and that is community. A community is, to cheesily quote Oxford Languages, a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. This is exactly what I feel our class has become, especially this past year. We can lean on one another, trust one another, and all rest assured that there are other people who are just as fed up with school as we are. In elementary school, everyone was sort of friends with everyone. We were all still figuring out how to be humans, so differences didn't really matter as much as they do now. In middle school, things started to change. We began to form cliques and grow apart, not necessarily in a good way, turning on one another. We were all anxious and hadn't yet found ourselves, so we clung on to any semblance of community we could find. Then COVID happened in our 8th grade year, and we lost all physical connections that we had previously. This allowed us to better figure out who we were, however, and a little anxiously, we entered into high school wanting to reconnect with those we had missed. In high school, however, things were even more different. Everyone was in separate classes that took apart the groups that we were previously a part of. This forced us to form friendships based off of things that we actually enjoyed and our real interests. We joined a club just because it sounded interesting, and it later became part of our entire identity. We joined a sport because it sounded cool and we needed something to do, and formed bonds with our teammates across all grade levels. So we stopped forming bonds out of convenience, and the groups where people actually liked one another were the only ones that could survive long term. And then this year, we've sort of reverted back to our elementary school selves. Only instead of being happy to go to school, we're very excited to leave. We've connected with each other and become friendly with people we haven't spoken to in years due to our shared goal of graduating and finding new things. Now that we finally found our community as seniors, it can be scary leaving it all behind and knowing that we have to create a new one in college. But I'd encourage you all to remember the process that we went through and what truly worked. Wherever you may go, don't try to change yourself to fit in like in junior high. It may take a while, but be yourself and your community will find you. When everyone holds true to their personal values and practices, community thrives. Each of our strengths can be used for a different purpose and betterment of the community as a whole. No one wants to live in a world where everyone is the same. We want to let everyone's talents shine. No matter what your talents or passions are, where you've come from, or where you're going, try to understand everyone's unique perspective, and I can only hope that they will do the same for you. Throughout life, it's important to establish a strong community. Form study groups to get through your college classes, befriend your coworkers to work on projects or complain about your jobs together, and say hi to your neighbors because you never know when you'll need an extra egg while baking and don't want to go to the store. Most importantly, don't leave behind or forget your friends from high school. They were there for you in your formative years, and I hope that years from now you can still talk to each other and shock people by saying that you've been friends for 10, 20, 50 years, and smile and laugh with each other just as much as you did in high school. As I end this speech, I'd like to leave you with wise words from poet Mei Yang, writing under the name Haunty, who highlights the idea of community and friendship in her poem, To All My Friends. That I could be this human at this time, breathing, looking, seeing, smelling. That I could be this moment at this time, resting, calmly moving, feeling. That I could be this excellence at this time, sudden, changed, peaceful, and woke. To all my friends who have been with me in weakness, when waterfalls rush down my two sides. To all my friends who have felt me in anguish, when this earthen back breaks between the crack of two blades. To all my friends who have held me in rage, when fire tears through swallows behind tight grins. I know you, I see you, I hear you. Although the world is silent around you, I know you, I see you, I hear you. Thank you once again to the class of 2024 and to everyone who helped us get here.
Our next speaker, I was fortunate enough to meet in 1995, and every day I've learned something more from him, as our students have. It's my pleasure, honor, and privilege to invite to the stage commencement speaker that the class of 2024 has chosen, our physics teacher, Mr. Hal Fuller. Mr. Fuller, please.
Congratulations to the class of 2024. This is a long-term accomplishment, and you should be very proud. To get here, you required the assistance of so very many from our entire community. So today is a celebration for all of us. I want to personally thank everyone who assisted these graduates in getting here to this point today. Thank you. At the conclusion of this ceremony, you will have graduated, and I will have retired from Homer High School. I suspect that we are all experiencing a strange contrast of emotions, thrilled at the promise of exciting new beginnings, bittersweet separation from what is safe and familiar. Over the past 30 years in a classroom, I have aged a lot. They say that 3 things change as you get older. Your hearing gets worse. I have experienced that. Your vision gets poorer. There too. I can't remember the third one. But I will always remember your hard work on the field, on the court, on the mats, on the ice, in the pool, your acting, your music, your artwork. I may forget your names, but I won't forget how proud you make me when you work hard academically. Maya Angelou said, "People will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget the way you made them feel." Yes, I'll never forget your smiles, your laughter, your kindness, not only to me, but to others. I want to thank you for that. I think of you as friends, and you have earned my respect. Oh yes, and I'll never forget our ping pong games and the intense battles we've had there. I brought a paddle just in case afterward there's time. But let me try and teach you one last thing, okay? My last sermon. I'd like to talk to you about contrast. It's an item often overlooked and underappreciated. But I want to talk to you about it because I think that it can help you to a better future. Have you ever wondered why the first couple days of a vacation have a feeling of freedom that's so intense and delicious? Because just hours before, someone, or in your case, school, controlled your time. They controlled your schedule. And all of a sudden, you're free. It's the contrast between those two that makes that feeling of freedom so intense. The same thing is true at the end of your vacation. Pretty soon, someone's going to control your schedule, but for the moment, you're free. And you grab hold of every second and hang on. Again, it's that intensity, that contrast that brings that out. But in the middle of your vacation, vacation day, vacation day, vacation day, there's no contrast. And no matter how hard you try, you lack that intensity of freedom. So how does this concept of contrast impact your future? Why is it important enough for me to take your valuable time to talk about it now? Well, here it is, folks. In order to truly appreciate the good times ahead, and there will be many, many, many good times ahead, but in order to truly appreciate those good times, you require the contrast of tough times. Jean-Paul once said, "For sleep, riches, and health to be truly enjoyed, they must be interrupted." Indeed, tough days, and notice I'm not calling them bad days. They're not bad days. They're actually beneficial. They are an important, critical part of our growth and development. And I'm not just speaking to the graduating class. This is true for all of us. The next time you're having a tough day, don't call in sick. Don't get a hold of your friends and whine and complain and try and bring them down to your level. Rather, go out there and give it your best effort. We don't enjoy the tough days, but they provide the contrast that make the good days feel so very good. If you understand the importance of the tough days, it makes working through them a whole lot easier. While I don't wish a heaping helping of tough days on your future, I do want you to appreciate the good days ahead. Maybe Vivian Green put it best when she said, "Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain." So may you truly appreciate the goodness of the good days ahead, and may you learn to dance a little during the tough ones. We are all so very proud of you. And I sure am going to miss you, folks. Thank you.
Always with a lesson, Mr. Fuller. Thank you. We are at that point in the program where the class will present gifts. At this time, the treasurer of the senior class, Caitlin McCloy, will come forward presenting the class gifts. Caitlin.
Thank you, Mr. Van Etten. Good morning, everyone. As you may have heard, I'm Caitlin McCloy, class of 2024 treasurer. We have decided to continue with the tradition of gifting the remainder of our funds to the incoming freshman class. This year, our funds will be going to the class of 2028. We hope that this will give them a good start to high school and help in planning some of their first events. I would like to thank everyone who has helped us fundraise throughout high school so that we could enjoy things like prom, the Powder Puff game, and the senior trip. I would also like to thank Mrs. Wakula for working with us this year as our class advisor. Congratulations, class of 2024. I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you to the class of 2024. This time, accepting gifts on behalf of the class, Board of Education President, Mr. Aaron Ballins. Thank you, Mr. Ballins, for being here.
Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Education and the school and the incoming class, we say thank you to the class of 2024 for putting the seed money together to help them start off their career in the high school well and with a leg up and raising funds to do all the fun things that you all had an opportunity to do. So thank you for your graciousness and your gift. As part of my time up here this morning, Mr. Turk told me I had 45 minutes to speak, and I heard 45 minutes. And so I've prepared a small speech for us today to take the time to do that. No, it's not going to be 45 minutes. Nobody wants that. I do want to take just a few moments, though, to encourage you to do something. You can hear lots of different pieces of advice today and throughout the next couple weeks if you haven't already. And I just want to add to that in a way that maybe you'll forget it, or maybe I'll just share with everybody else and it'll kind of filter into you all. But I want to encourage you to build relationships with people in your lives. Build relationships so deep and so trusting that you will have people in your lives who will speak truth to you even when you don't want to hear it. I don't mean to find people that will be mean to you and say harsh things to you just to be mean, but to find people who love you enough, who care for you enough to say difficult things that you need to hear. Those times when you're about to make a choice that's a poor choice, that somebody will speak that truth and say, I don't think that's a wise choice. That person who will come alongside of you and speak to you in such a way that you know it's coming from love, you know it's coming from grace, you know it's not intended to be mean. It may still hurt, but someone who cares enough that will have deep enough relationships, who will speak truth into your life and truth in such a way that makes you and them a better person. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you again, Mr. Ballins. The valedictorian of the class of 2024 is Alyssa Swayze, and she will now take the stage to give her address. Alyssa.
Thank you, Mr. Van Etten. Good morning. On behalf of the class of 2024, I'm deeply honored and thankful to speak to you today as valedictorian and, more importantly, as a fellow graduating senior. To the board, Mr. Van Etten, friends, family, and guests, welcome. Now, class of 2024, today marks a significant day. It's the day where we will forever leave high school behind us. It's a day where we will celebrate accomplishments. And most importantly, it's a day where we can look forward to the future to come with hope. But before we look into the future, there's a few moments from our time together that I think are worth reflecting on. So classmates and guests, bear with me while we take a quick trip down memory lane. First, let's look back at 9th grade. Do you remember walking in as freshmen, eager to explore and experience the joys of high school? As eager as we were to become these high schoolers, I can recount that we still had some fun junior high moments within us. We made paper airplanes in Mr. Graves' class and pretended that our Chromebooks can get off mute and home learning. But somehow, throughout this year, a little bit of maturity emerged. And fortunately it did, because 10th grade was the first time we were able to really experience some of the defining moments of high school. We made our first homecoming banner, with that Trojan standing proudly in front of a beautiful sunset. We went to our first high school dances, and we started to solidify our friendships with each other. And I'm thankful we started to solidify those friendships then, because they were definitely needed in junior year, especially with getting through chemistry. Junior year was a year of transition, similar to where we are now. Instead of going through the motions of school, we began to think and prep for our futures. We started looking at colleges, we got our licenses, and some of us enlisted in the military. And now as we stand here as seniors, we've been through a year of lasts. Our last sports games, our last musical performances, and our last classes with our favorite teachers. And while it's fun to recapture memories and reminisce on the lovely times we've had as Homer students, it's important that we turn our attention to the present and recognize what's ahead. What's ahead is different for all of us. Some of us will be entering the workforce. Others will be attending college. Some will be joining the military. And 2 people are even studying in another country. But what's similar for all of us is that our futures are bright. No matter what peaks, valleys, or plateaus life brings upon us, we all have new experiences and opportunities to come. And while we look to these new experiences and opportunities, I'd like to encourage you to keep a heart full of hope. By embracing this heart of hope, we can look forward to our futures with excitement and not be distracted by the fears that often come alongside major transitions in life. This hope isn't just something we can have now in the present for ourselves, it's something we can choose to practice in the future, or even instill in others. With that being said, I thought it would be beneficial to ask influential and wise people in my own life what they hope to see in the future with this graduating class. Three major themes emerged from this question. First was the hope for love. Graduates, our world needs love. So I challenge you to seek out opportunities that will lift others up. Be the hospitable person, be the forgiving person, be the patient person. And lastly, be the person who intentionally chooses to live a life which honors others. This love will triumph over bitterness and show the world that you have something unique within you. The second answer to this question was the hope for curiosity. Graduates, please challenge yourselves to always ask questions. Never stop wondering about who you are and thinking through why you do the things you do. Do not become complacent with how you or the world works. Instead, let yourself realize the problems and faults going on and seek to enhance these shortcomings. To further cultivate curiosity, choose to explore all the places you can and seek to meet as many people as possible. And while you do this exploration, restrain the urge to brag about your experiences. But instead, soak up everything you can about what happened and strive to improve the world from what you've learned. There are so many people with so many unique, inspiring, and wise stories. Seek them out, listen to them, and learn from them. Lastly, the third answer to this question was the hope that we will continue living with a grateful heart. Graduates, we must always remember the blessings we've received and opportunities given to us. Let's take time to remember who has helped us and choose to thank them. By fostering a heart of gratitude, you are not only able to find goodness, peace, and joy in the present moment, but are also able to develop a resilient and thankful perspective when troubles in our future arise. And while we speak of this gratitude, I think it's important for me to stop and personally give thanks to Jesus, the greatest form of hope I've found in this life. He is the reason I'm standing here today, and he's the reason I look forward to tomorrow. And though it's not easy, I found that relationship with him is the most fulfilling, stable, and meaningful thing in life. Through his selfless sacrifice and surrender, not only has he brought hope to my life, but he brought light and purpose as well. No matter what circumstances or situations I find myself in, he has always been there with unwavering love and peace. I'm incredibly grateful for all he is, all he does, and all he will do. Now, graduates, if you haven't noticed, hope is the theme I've been striving for throughout this entire speech. It's a powerful state, feeling, and expectation that has full potential to bring us through all times of life. So, let hope be the thread that ties all these values together. Let hope inspire a deep love for others, a strong sense of curiosity for the world, and an unwavering gratitude for the life you've been given. By choosing to keep a heart and mind full of hope, I'm confident that we will be guided and ready to face the future with incredible joy. Thank you all so much for everything, and congratulations. I wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you, Alyssa. We're almost there. At this point, please join me in welcoming the Homer School District Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Tom Turk, for his remarks as we get ready to present the class of 2024.
All yours, boss. Thanks, brother.
As Mr. Van Etten mentioned, I am the last thing standing between you and your diploma, so I'll keep that in mind. Somebody's testing me. Welcome to the families and friends of Homer's class of 2024. Thank you to the Board of Education and to our faculty and staff who are here to be part of the celebration today. Most of all, I want to acknowledge all of you, the talented, hardworking members of the Homer Central High School class of 2024. The people who have spoken before me have given you a lot to think about and to use as you move out into the world. So I'll keep it simple. I only want to give you one piece of wisdom, and done right, trust me, folks, this is a game changer. The best things in your lives will be the people you love and the memories you make with them. Filling your life with personal connections will give you better health and greater happiness and a whole lot of joy. In a world that feels increasingly digital and impersonal, the value of genuine human connections is so important. It's through these connections that we find support, inspiration, and a sense of belonging. I went to a concert last night at the amphitheater in Syracuse with my wife, Jennifer. I'm a huge fan of Alison Krauss, and she sings with Robert Plant, and Bob Dylan was there. Willie Nelson was supposed to be there, but he's been ill. And I know what the kids are thinking. These are all really old folks. Here's a hint. I'm an old folk too. Willie was unable to attend. He's been sick, so his son filled in for him, but it was an outstanding concert. I tell you that because I was struck by how many people spent time at the concert recording it on their phone. A lot of those people were there with somebody else who were also recording it on their phone. They weren't looking at each other, not really talking to one another, not laughing or singing or dancing, and not engaging with this incredible shared experience. And if I'm honest, I wanted to do the same thing because I wanted to post it on Facebook or Snapchat that I was there. But I chose instead to simply enjoy the time with my wife. And trust me, if there was a camera on us, Jen and I sang horribly, danced awkwardly, but we had the best time being in the moment and being there together. Like I said, I don't have a clip, but I wouldn't change anything about last night. I've got something so much better, and that's the memory of connecting with that person that I love so much in a really special evening together. As I get older, I look at life differently than I used to. I don't gauge its value by how much money I have or how new my truck is. It's a 2021, by the way. Rather, I measure it by judging the quality of the relationships that I have with my family and friends. The connections I have with these people are priceless. They are my most cherished possessions. So I invite you to do this. Think about the moments that have shaped you during your time here in Homer. Enjoying your favorite subject taught by one of our inspiring high school teachers like Mr. Fuller, who engaged with you in a fun way that led you to someplace new. Cheering for our Homer teams, playing in that game, and being a part of the team. Pulling together with a group of artists to put on a great concert or play, going to dinner, dances, parties, and prom. Laughing, talking, dancing, singing, and connecting with your friends. In fact, I bet every dollar that I have in my pocket that if I ask any of you what the most valuable thing you gained during your time at Homer High School is, you would tell me, every single one of you, my friends. Your personal connections to people you really care about and who care about you. Here's what I'm challenging you to do. Make a goal to personally connect with one person every day. Just one. Meaningfully talk with someone, even for a few minutes. Be honest, be curious, be vulnerable, be in the moment. It may be hard at first, but like anything, if you do it enough times, it'll get easier. You will be amazed at what you learn and how good it makes you feel. So that's it. That's my takeaway for you. To cherish the relationships you have, seek out new ones, and never underestimate the incredible, positive, life-changing effect of genuine human connections. Thank you. And now, Mr. Bowens, behind the screen there, on behalf of the administrative team and staff of the Homer Central School District, it is my distinct pleasure to present to you the Homer Central School District 2024 graduating class. They have made all requirements set forth by the state of New York to graduate this day, Saturday, June 29th, 2024.
We are going to begin with the presentation of diplomas. Mr. Ballins is here. I believe Mr. Turk is going to join us as well as students cross the stage. I'd ask our student leaders, Valedictorian, Salutatorian, and our Board of Education student member to come into the lineup at this time. Mr. Weinheimer, you've got your picture spot. Thank you. Valedictorian of the class of 2024, Alyssa B. Swayze. Our Salutatorian, Nina H. Svireka. Class President, Kaylee Beth Stone. Sophia Grace Weinberg. Lily Ann Sorensen. Caitlin Elizabeth McCloy. Alexandria A. Kellaway. Student Board of Education member, Janelle Ann Hess.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Actually, so pull up the pile, go into the card, Lily will hand you, do you want to stay in that spot? Feel good, because otherwise, so we may want to do that, but that's okay. All right. Raina Grace Albro. Tristan Scott Allen. Tyler R. Offhammer. Nathan J. Baldwin. Noah Elias Asner Beck. Henry David Belton. Dakota A. Berkey. Tomas Baggiano, male. Kaylin Marie Barella. Braylon E. Bowman. Benjamin Charles Bradshaw. Amelia May Joan Brown. Damian K. Brown. Montana Rose Brown. Mackenzie Mary Burt. Dominic Oliver Burlingame. Damian Edward Bush. Ori C. Bush. Brooke Marie Casterline. Nathaniel Martin Casterline. Ava Ray Chevalier. Taylor Marie Chisholm. Jaden Thomas Chrisman. Ashlyn May Cobb. Brady Tristan Coffin. Neris Ronald Constantino. Taylor Claudine Koval. Matthew T. Darling. Tasker Lee Dennis. Madeline Rose Dermott. Braden A. Doan. Mallory Christine Douglas. Kiva Rose Dudgeon. Mitchell Alexander Earl. Maya Motaz Imam. Murad M. Imam. Riley J. Ferris. Julia D. Forbes. Jake Christopher Gay. Olivia R. Hamilton. Daniel Francis Hartnett. Lexi Nicole Hasselquarn. Isaac M. Heath. Kelsey Michaela Hill. Desiree Marie Hobart. Kira Lee Hooper. Mackenzie R. Hubbard. Lillian Jean Huntley. Adam W. Huddleston. Michelle Rose Hyde. Alexandria Catherine Janeski. Maddox Ray Johnson. Merlin Eduardo Juarez Lopez. Camden Keep. Andrew R. Klein. Ethan Scott Knight. Gabrianne Donna Rushak Lamson. Grace K. Lancaster. Jackson Walker Lane. Jaslyn Sage Lansdowne. Anderson Clark Lowe. Kira E. Ludwig. Leah Marie Luke. Mackenzie M. Lyman. Alexander King Mackenzie. Brianna R. McGee. Margaret Aaron Mahonik. Seth Irving Miracle. Austin James Marshall. Annabelle Mayo. Mason A. McCall. Sean D. McChesney. Luke Matthew McCloskey. Evan Ray L. McCoy. Isaiah David McMahon. Molly Grace McMasters. Michael J. Natalie. Okay. Carson Lee Nicely. That's why we have two of us. Zen C.R. Northrup. Isabella Amelia Norwood. Liam P. O'Connor. Abigail Dawn Oros. Adriana M. Pace. Chloe Ray Parks. Connor N. Pitsley. Michael Pitsley. Kimberly M. Proctor. Paige Marie Romano. Dominic Daniel Rosato. Gabriel Joseph Sheldorn. Madison Jane Skadinsky. Aiden Kenneth Smith. Michaela Ann Smith. Matthew Stapleton. Savannah Rose Stevens. Lizabelle Odessa Stockwin. Jenna M. Sweeten. Christopher Lee Terry. Cooper Dewey Van D.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Tyler Joseph Van Etten.
Congratulations.
Ashley C. Velasquez Babaca.
Congratulations.
Laramie D. Velasquez Ramirez. As promised. Peter R. Verfus.
Congratulations.
Emily Vosberg. Elise Christine Wagner. Georgia Marin Wallace. Wyatt Westmoreland. Wyatt J. Wilbur. Bethany Lauren Weinberg. Jackson Harley Withy. Reed D. Withy. Kyle John Michael Wright. And the graduate we've been waiting for. Sophia Elka Lynn Wright. Indeed. At this time, I'd like to ask now the newest alumni of the Homer Central School District to please stand. Graduates, please stand. Oh, absolutely. Your applause are needed. I'd like to call on our valedictorian, Alyssa Swayze, our salutatorian, Nina Sareka, for the moving of the tassels. You are graduated. They'll never stop surprising us. I'm going to ask that everybody rise at this time. The class officers and the assembly will lead us in the singing of the alma mater. The alma mater is printed on the rear of your program. We will wait for the music, which I'm hoping to hear in just a second. Okay. We're going to begin the recessional in just a moment. We are going to ask that you allow the graduates, please, to exit the assembly. At that point, we'll work to clear the auditorium and get on with the wonderful day that's ahead. Some rain may have fallen today, but there's no doubt the sunshine will shine on this class. Mr. DeGeneral has queued up the music and we are on our way. Thank you.